Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today we are going to be explaining a little bit about a lot of bug fixes that I have been informed about. There is also, of course, the sheet that is on the Discord. I'm going to show it a little bit later. And also, do remember that we have our own sheet in the description. I'm going to leave it, and also in a card somewhere at the beginning, likely, of the video. I'm going to be updating everything here, of course, the simple rotations and things. You know now sub is not super complicated. But now let's get into the bug fixes that have been going strong for a bit. I already did one or two videos about this, but I'm going to explain the ones that I know that have been fixed recently, or that may have been fixed a little bit earlier, but we didn't just realize some days ago. Now, they have fixed a lot of Darkest Night things with Apex clones with Shadow finishers, making the Darkest Night Eviscerate a little bit stronger and making Trickster and the Stalker almost equal in single target. In AoE, Trickster is quite a bit ahead because they have changed also one thing that is very cool. I'm going to explain a little bit afterwards. Now, some bugs that are still in Death Stalker. We have still that symbolic victory, follow the blood, does not work with Shadow or Apex clones. Singular focus does not proc of secret technique. It may proc from the first hit, the first physical hit, but from the shadow ones it doesn't proc, making it of course way weaker than it should for subtlety. Then Linger in Darkness doesn't work on secret technique clones. And then in certain situation our marks disappears and it can't be reapplied. This is super annoying, especially on the party boss. Don't play Deathstalker because your mark may disappear if the target gets immune, and then you can't get it back anyway. You have to Alt F4 and then come back again. Now, as you can see here, now this is fixed, and they also fixed the Precise Killer. It was 40% instead of 20%. And now they also fixed quite a little bit of things with Apex, Shadowcraft, and finishers, and also Apex clones. Now, let's go into all the Ancient Arts things. If you don't know what Ancient Arts is, it's our Apex. As subtlety, we have 4 points on Apex that we will get while we level from 80 to 90. And the first one makes it so when we expend Shadow Techniques, we have 20% per stack to create a Shadow Clones that repeat attack of 50% of normal damage. This is important because it also works with Apex 3, that if you use a builder and you have more than 5 stacks of Shadow Techniques remaining, this means, for example, if you are at 3 common points and you use Shadow Strike and you have 7 Shadow Techniques, you will expend 1 or 2, depending on if you get that extra one, and then because you have more than 5, you will proc Ancient Arts, and the next finisher that you do will get the clone. We also get Shadow Techniques, and we also do the extra damage on the clone. And as you know, we buff clones with Umbral Edge, and also with replicating shadows, etc, etc. Now, why is it good that they fixed all of that, and also they fixed it with Shadowcraft? This means that when we use, in our case, a secret technique, this also works as clones. So if you are using secret technique outside of, it's super laggy right now on beta, so ignore it. I have 2000 latency. Well, basically when you use secret technique, you get baseline 2 shadow technique stacks, but because you are inside of dance with Shadowcraft, you're going to generate 4 of them. This makes it so it's almost 100% because of premeditation also, that when you use secret technique and then use your builder, that will full on your combo points because of premeditation. You will proc Apex, and then the next finisher that you do will get your combo points up to a maximum. So if you have at least 5, you will get 5, but if you have 7 or more, you will get the 7 combo points. This is also good because of other bug fixes that have been done. Like as you can see over here, now also increases all of the shadow damage. This is also a fix that was the other day. This is the one that is important. They are getting doubled. And now, apart from getting doubled, they also were with Secret Technique. That I think is why we got a little bit of a nerf, that 8% nerf, because this is a huge power spike. Because if you have quite a bit of haste, you are using the Secret Technique every 20 seconds or less, and we're getting 4 Shadow Techniques every time you do that. Now, of course, as you know, with Shadowcraft and also now with the new Apex, Ancient Art 3, we can't get that refresh if we have premeditation up. That's why when you want to begin dance as Deathstalker or as Trickster, at Deathstalker you want to begin dance with less combo points, and as Trickster with more combo points, and then you will do Secret Technique, Shadow Strike, and then Eviscerate, Black Powder, or if you have 4 Escalating Blades, you will do Coup de Grace. Now our Ancient Arts Eviscerate triggers Dance Macabre. It also works now with Secret Technique. There was a time where it was bugged. Potent Powder now will also buff the baseline of the Apex clones. Before, what happened is you had your baseline Black Powder, and then it got buffed by Potent Powder, but the clones were getting the damage only from the baseline Black Powder, not from also the 30% increase on your Mastery 1. And now, of course, this was fixed quite a while ago, getting the Shadow Strike with Shadow Blades. Now, as you know, this is a good thing. Some of the things have been merged into live, others may not, but as you know, because in live we don't have Apex, we can't really check on those. Now, when there is less time into the raid, we will do all of the guides and also information on gear and things that you want to get, like new sims after all of the Shadow Techniques buffs, because before you kind of wanted a little bit of haste to get those extra ones and also to get your Secret Technique down there. But now it is very likely that we get around 700 haste or something like that, and then just stop and go into Mastery and Critical Strike chance. We will, of course, try to keep everything updated, and I will see you on the next video. Remember to like, subscribe, and everything else. You also have the sheet, remember, in the description. Bye bye.